Okay. Hi, Scott. Thank you for coming, and we genuinely value the 10 years relationship we have with you or with Box House. It's a great pleasure to have this conversation with you face to face, rather than by email.
Yeah, we feel the same way, Angela. 10 years is a long time, and we are committed to making this work. I'm hopeful we can find something today.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, our leadership wants us to cut down on costs and, from what we use mustard as our largest raw material cost. And we're looking at currently we're paying $66.24 for per drum, but we're hoping to bring that down to something really affordable for us. So we're not looking elsewhere, we're looking at you. So we hope you
Yeah, yeah.
can do something. Yeah.
Okay, I actually understand the pressure, and I'll remind you that our new code is already at 64. That's a 2.24 reduction from what you are paying today. That wasn't an easy move for us internally.
Well, 64 is a step, and we do acknowledge that. But our target is $60 per drum. Shahil, can you please take Scott through what we've
Of
got so
course,
far?
yeah, of course. Scott, we've done a full should cost analysis, raw materials, spice blend, vinegar, water. We come to about 13 cents per liter, and labor and overhead is around 10 cents. You can add 10 cents per liter. That puts our production cost at roughly 23 cents per liter. That's about $47 per drum. So we are asking for $60. That still gives box house a healthy margin above the production cost. So we're not asking you to lose money here.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate the analysis, but the should cost model doesn't capture everything like certification, HACCP, SQP, quality control infrastructure, or logistic networks. These aren't in your numbers. 60 is not viable for us.
We hear that, Scott. But we're not trying to dismiss your cost structure. At the moment, we have three competitors on the table, and we'll prefer to stay with Box House, to be honest. So we need a number to move.
Mm. What are those competitors costing? Because from what I know of the market, anyone costing significantly below 64 for this specification and volume is cutting corners somewhere.
We are not here to play suppliers with off each other, Scott. So what we can tell you is we have formally evaluated our alternatives. And the point is not to threaten, but it is our this review is serious and our walkaway is real. So yeah, we're looking for.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Look, I can take 60 back to our team, but I can tell you now they'll say no. Our margin at 60 on this contract is too thin to justify the volume commitment on our production side.
Well, what about if we do something to make $60, viable for Box House? What if I put in some more certainty into this?
What kind of certainty?
Okay, so right now we're doing a 12-month contract with you. If we increase that to 24-month contract, 500 drums per month, of
Mhm.
course, we have to guarantee that in writing. That would be about 12,000 drums predictable revenue for you. So would that change the conversation?
A 24-month commitment is meaningful. I won't pretend it isn't, but I need to price lock to no negotiations clause that lets you reopen it at month 13.
We can discuss a price lock, but before that, we go there's Scott. Can I ask you about the drum handling cost on it end? Because we've been thinking about the delivery format. There might be savings on the table that don't require box house to cut margin at all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if you deliver around 8,000 liter totes or bulk tankers instead of 200 liter, uh, the $10 drum can you are currently charged for packing, and drum handling disappears, right? So we'll also save from on our end, and no drum rinsing, no contractor removal fee. That's real money for both sides.
Yeah, actually, tanker delivery is something we can do. We've done it for other clients too. But does RFL have tanker storage infrastructure? Because if not, this is a bigger conversation.
Well, in our previous pre-meeting emails, we acknowledged that we don't have this with tanker storage yet. So we're asking you to bring in some feasibility proposal into this. Not a commitment, just a high level look at how, what it would take, the timeline, the minimum volume, the price per drum, and equivalents will be on that model.
Yeah, I can do that. That's reasonable actually. If we go tanker, I could see the per drum equivalent price in the 50, 56, 58 range, depending on delivery schedule, of course.
Would want to see 54 to 56 if we're absolving the infrastructure evaluation on our end.
All right. Here's where I can go. 56 per drum equivalent on tanker delivery. That's only possible because packaging cost comes out, and I can't go lower and keep our quality system funded.
Mm.
$56 on tanker can get us 28 cents per liter, after all in our freight rate. That's our inside target range. We should push the quality clause and contract length before we shake on the price.
Yeah.
Scott, $56 per tanker is workable, but we need two things in writing before we can say yes. First of all, we need a formal quality SLA batch certificate from you. We need a third-party lab report for every delivery, and we need a feasibility proposal within 30 days of signing.
Mm. The quality clause, yes, we can do that. We stand behind our product. The feasibility proposal within 30 days is tight but doable. What about contract length?
Okay, yeah, so we're open to 24 hours at $56 per tanker or 12 months at $60 at standard drums. The choice is it's
Mm-hmm.
your choice. So we need to take one
Um,
today.
yeah. 24 months gives us the planning certainty we need, but I want the price locked. No adjustment for input cost changes unless they're extreme.
Mm.
To define extreme, Scott, we need a renegotiation trigger that protects both sides, right?
Yeah.
So if the mustard seeds price spike around 20% overnight, $56 stop working for you too.
Fair point. I'd say a 15% input cost increase as a renegotiation trigger.
I would want 10% actually, because our board will ask, and they'll ask why we didn't protect our against shock input. Sorry, input shock, I meant to say.
Yeah, okay. Let's split it 12%. That's a Gini threshold, not triggered by normal fluctuations, but covers the real supply shock.
No, 12% works for us.
Okay, and for the payment terms, we are currently on net 30, I guess.
Yeah, net 30 it is. That stays. Now I want to discuss if you want to discuss any early payment schedule down the road, you can always we're open to it. You can always send us an email, or today we don't want to complicate the agreement. Let's just finish with what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, agree. Net 30 it is.
Okay, so let's make sure we're aligned.
Mhm.
$56 per drum, equivalent to a tanker delivery. That's contract is 24 months for 500 drums equivalent per month. We want quality SLA, batch certificate, and lab reports delivery. We want box house to replace out of stock products at their cost. We want tanker feasibility proposal from box house within 30 days of signing. Price lock for 24 months, which is with a 12% input cost renegotiation trigger. So and then the payment is net 30. So
Yeah.
that's where we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, this is my understanding too. I need the contract draft by end of week for our legal team, but subject to that, I'm prepared to agree in principle today.
Fine, okay. We'll have a draft to you by Thursday, and I'll flag to our production team to prioritize our tanker feasibility work.
Okay.
And
Yes. Yeah, then we have a deal.
Yeah.
Thank you for pushing on this the right way. It wasn't easy, of course, but I think both sides can live with this.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly
thank
what we're
you.
hoping for. 10 years is hopefully, I mean, we hope for many more years to come. So
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Scott. We'll be in touch by
Yeah.
Thursday.
Okay, thank
All
you. See
right.
you then.
Thank you.